Power Rangers Lightning Collection Tommy Oliver Master Morpher. I said you'd behaved, come on! Welcome back to The Order, where we talk about all things awesome and collectible. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hasbro's Master Morpher release. We'll check out all the features, and then we'll do a quick compare and contrast to a custom Legacy Master Morpher to see how they stack up against each other. If you enjoy this video, it would be amazing if you could leave a like and subscribe.
Help a veteran get a warm meal.
Let's get in! Taking a quick look at the box, it's fairly basic, but it's nice enough. The cover art of Tommy morphing is nice, and it looks to be designed from his appearance in the Dimensions in Danger episode, rather than his Soul of the Dragon clothing. My box took some hits during delivery, so it's not perfect, but then neither is the Morpher. Hasbro have slapped an 18+ age rating on this, which is mental, but there you go. Inside the box, you get the belt buckle, you get this slightly newly designed display stand, which is similar to the previous Lightning Morpher stands, but this one is designed to look like stone, which seems similar to the weapons line that they're doing as well. And then there is this new bit which the other display stands didn't have, which is this little trapdoor here. With this Morpher, you do get 6 coins. You get the Dragon Power Coin, the White Tiger Power Coin, the Ninja Falcon Power Coin, the Zeo Ranger Power Coin, the Turbo Ranger Power Coin, and finally the Dino Thunder Power Coin. It is nice that Hasbro gave us a Power Coin for every single Ranger variant that we've had for Tommy, especially when you consider that the Turbo Power Coin was never ever seen in the comics or in the anniversary episode, and also considering that the White Ranger Ninja Falcon powers seem to have been wrapped up with the White Tiger coin when you look at how that came across in the episode. These coins have been finished differently to the previous Lightning Collection coins, which were a glossy chrome finish. These are more of a flat gold, and to be honest, when I first saw these, I thought they were going to feel a bit more plastic or look more plastic, but actually in the hand, they're really good. They've still got a good level of shine to them, and they're pretty accurate to how the coins looked when the Morpher was activated in the show. On the back, all of these power coins have this sort of Aztec pattern, which sits in line with the front plates on the Morpher itself, and that's different to the Ranger helmets, which were on the back of the original power coins. These coins work with the same tab system that we've seen before, so you have a thin tab at the top and a fat tab at the bottom. Just to quickly compare and see what may have been, here are the coins next to the Chrome Legacy Master Morpher coins from Starlight Studios. I don't have one of the Legacy Dragon coins because I replaced all of the weathered ones with Starlight Studio coins. Just to give you a bit of an idea, here's what the original weathered coins from the Legacy series look like compared to this weathering. As you can see, much more black on this than there is on this, and this has much more of a metallic shine to it. And then just for comparison, here's a Starlight Studios Chrome version of the Dragon coin, and this is compatible with the Lightning Collection. And now, onto the main event, the Morpher itself. This isn't die-cast, it's 100% plastic, and the plates have a sort of chrome plastic finish to them. I've had a few issues with this Morpher, but before I get onto that, I'll run through all of my initial thoughts just on the face of things. At a quick glance, gotta say, this Morpher looks pretty good. The gold chrome really stands out, the Z on the back has been done really nicely, the black bolts and the sort of Aztec red bit, which are printed on rather than decals, they all look fantastic as well. The chrome plates are an absolute finger magnet. So as we're doing this video, that's what I'm doing, I'm cleaning away that, it's not the it's the precious. When you open it up, oh, it's behaving. The green lens is really nice, it's a really nice bright green, it's got this sort of lightning effect built into the lens itself, which is really nice, and that sits with what the other Lightning Collection Morphers had. And overall, I think that looks fantastic. Like I said, as a display piece, it gets a gold star from me. So let's hit a couple of niggles before we move on to the electronics. I'm not sure if other people have encountered this problem with their Morphers, but when mine arrived, this bottom plate was really loose and it wobbles a lot. Even just to shake it, you can tell there it's very loose. When I open it, similarly, really loose. I am going to probably open this up and try and have a bit of a play around and, well, try not to break it, but try and tighten this up. And then the other niggle I've got is probably around some of the paint elements, and that's not, these decals on the front are fantastic. It's the gold chrome that's inconsistent. So again, the process, just see if you can just about see it there. I think on camera you can sort of see the top plate is a darker gold than the lower plate, and then you've got this little runoff here where you can see a darker bit, and I think this is what makes me think it's a paint rather than a wraparound maybe. There's this line of dark gold here, and that goes all the way around the top plate. And then you get to the bottom plate, and you can see it quite distinctly there, actually. That's not a trick of the light. That's genuinely, this is almost borderline silver in some lights. And you can see it there, completely two different tones. There are these prongs here, which I've seen other reviewers raise issue with. I think that's unavoidable, unfortunately. I think whatever mold they've used to hold the plates in, that's where that comes from. On display, now that I've pointed it out, you can probably see it much clearer. For how coveted this item is, the quality control is definitely a problem. Speaking of which, let's move on to the electronics. So, an issue I had was that this wasn't behaving when I first opened it and put the batteries in. The electronics just did not work. It's behaving today. I've also had it where the ignition button, or whatever you want to call it, actually caught and got stuck in the Morpher, and I had to give it a whack to get it working. With no coins, you get this, all the multicolours, which you do with the originals, and then we'll run through it coin by coin. So to start off with, what I'll do is close this up, and if you hold the plates together, you do get a secret sound. There is at least 2 secret sounds I'm aware of, but I'm only going to do one. If you hold the ignition button,
go on, keep trying,
and then keep
what happens.
Keep it pressed down.
Bow down to you, Rita. Being evil ain't easy. Dragon Sword. 1993, it's morphin time. Sometimes the original is the best. Dragon Sword power now. It's morphin time. Green Ranger power now. Dragon Sword.
Okay, so we've ripped through all of those. I think there's about 5 per coin. They're not entirely screen accurate with the calls. Hasbro, as far as I'm aware, scripted new stuff for JDF to record. It was close enough, and you will see with some of these others, he clearly had a bit of fun with this.
White Ranger, Tiger power.
Really like that one, to be honest.
Now, I just need Saba and the gangs back together. It's a Tiger style.
Okay.
Alright, Saba, let's do it.
That one's nice again. That's fairly TV accurate.
Ooh, Tiger style.
Okay.
Tiger power. Isa. White Ranger, Tiger power.
Okay. So, I think he had a little bit of self-parody with some of these Hadoukens and stuff.
Zeo Ranger 5, red. Time to show you how it's done. Morphin time. Crystal powered Morpher. Zeo 5, activate. Zeo Ranger 5, now. You're in for a surprise. It's time for the original to show you how it's done. Zeo Ranger 5, red.
Crafty Hasbro, duplication of lines.
Ready? Let's do it. Shift to the turbo. Can't slow down the Turbo Red Ranger. Red Lightning, turbo power now. All right, guys, shift to the turbo. Nothing's gonna slow me down. Ready? Let's do it. Shift to the turbo. Can't slow down the Turbo Red Ranger. Red Lightning, turbo power now.
Okay. That's nice.
Dino Thunder, Black Ranger. Dr. O, coming in. Brachio power, now! Alright, knuckleheads, power up! Brachial power coming in. Good see. Booyah!
Why would he call the other Rangers knuckleheads?
Tommy Oliver, PhD.
Braggy.
Dino Thunder, Black Ranger. Dr. O, coming right at you. Booyah!
Okay.
Brachial power, now! Alright, Cheeseball. Dino Thunder, Black Ranger.
Cheese ball? Alright, now I missed a coin out there, and that was, of course, the Falcon coin. In the show, the Falcon powers are actually wrapped in with the Tiger coin, so you never actually see this coin produced. But the vocals he uses with this, I'm pretty sure, or similar, are seen in the show. So we'll go with these as well.
White Ranger, Falcon Sword. Power up. Let's do it, guys. Ninja Ranger power. Falcon Sword now.
Pretty sure he says Falcon Sword now in the show, actually.
Ancient powers of the ninjas gonna take you down. White Ranger, Falcon Sword.
So overall, those morphs are really nice. The calls are pretty good. The voiceover work done by JDF is fairly on point. The little Hadoukens, I do think he was doing some self-parody there and some bit of comedy. I think fans are mostly going to love it. All in all, I've had some personal issues with this. The electronics weren't quite right. I've got this loose plate. Overall, I'm really, really happy with this. I am really happy I've got it, especially when you look at the current prices of these on eBay and places like that. What I would say is, it isn't worth £500. Don't go crazy in the aftermarket for this, because you might end up with a part-broken Morpher. I've been lucky in this review that this has behaved, and it's still behaving. But yesterday I was ready to throw this out the window. With all that said, let's take a look at this compared to my custom then. So here they are side by side. This is my custom Legacy Morpher. It's got Starlight Studio coins, Starlight Studio plates, and BD15 decals. This is obviously the new Hasbro official brand, but when you look at them side by side, they're fairly comparable. The decals on this one are bigger and brighter than on this one. The green lens from Starlight Studios, which I should have also said is from there, I think is more show accurate because it's just a clean green, whereas this has got more transparency to it, but that's because that uses more LEDs and more colours, and I actually think that still looks really good on display. They both have their pros and cons. It depends entirely what you want. Some people don't like the Legacy line, they think it's too heavy, too bulky. Some people don't like the Lightning collection. Either one of these, though, you're going to be happy with as a collector. If you pick one of these up, I've seen people selling their customs for like 200-300 quid. Given that this is currently retailing for like 500, yeah, get one of these, absolutely. It's only got 4 red LEDs, it makes a couple of sounds, and that's about it. I said you'd behaved, come on! Right, there you go. Oh well, you know what, it did so well. I think I've covered off most of the most vital functions here for this. Like I said, there are some more secret phrases, there's at least one that I know of with Ernie in it, but what do you guys think? Is this a Morpher that you're desperate for? It behaved so well, maybe it's tired. Come on. Okay. Well, just to show that I wasn't lying, this Morpher has really decided to commit to the review and show you the problems I'm having with the electronics. These are brand new batteries. It just inexplicably cuts out. But fair play, it lasted the review, and that's all I could ask of it, I suppose. I suppose that's probably a good time to bring the review to a close. What do you guys think?